So the idea behind America's Pastime is pretty simple. What would I do if I had the time off to go ride a motorcycle from baseball game to baseball game? So that's what we did, starting in Boston, making a loop around, and finally ending up in Milwaukee. Our last game was in Milwaukee. It was a day game, so we had to leave Chicago a little bit early. Decided to ride up Lakeshore Drive. Another gorgeous summer morning. Because we had a day game, we kind of had to beat feet a little bit. So we put our riders on the highway for a while, gave them the opportunity to see how these bikes work, kind of on the straight and narrow, which, you know, you're doing a lot of in touring. We got up to Milwaukee, and the first stop wasn't the hotel, wasn't the field. It was actually this place right here, Harley-Davidson headquarters. We made this tour, we got through it without any incidents, everybody had a good time, but a little sadness too, you know. I think all of us felt like, hey, let's go out to the West Coast and see some games there.
It was great, riding bikes with all these guys and meeting everybody. It was really fun, really enjoyed it.
We went through some country that was so beautiful, and the bikes just reacted to what we did to them, and there was no regrets here. Thanks for the opportunity.
It's been a fantastic ride. Started in Boston, made this big smile-shaped cut across the Northeast. Here we are in the upper Midwest. Going to see our last game here soon. See how the Brewers can do against the Cubbies. It's going to be a tough game. I don't like the odds for the Brewers, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. Anything could happen. It's actually a little hard to rate Miller Park because of this one game, because there was really no home team. It was absolutely overrun with Cubs fans, and they're loud, and they're having a good time. So I suspect that the typical sort of Milwaukee reservedness just wasn't there. But it is a beautiful facility. Someone described it as having an IMAX-like feel. The day we were there, the weather was perfect, so the roof was open, very comfortable. We had good seats, had great lines of sight. The only thing I would say is the Cubs fans, you guys are loud, man.
Seeing the new stadium, it's pretty cool. It's the atmosphere, the grass is better, the dirt's better, the food's better. I mean, it was pretty spectacular.
It's getting to the point where they're going to go last call, so I'm going to pop out of here, grab another beer, maybe a bratwurst, and enjoy the best that is America's Pastime. One of the things that was obvious at the end of this America's Pastime tour is that these are a great combination, motorcycles and baseball. Seeing a great part of the country in a beautiful time of year and going to see some of these iconic parks. I think back to a couple of the mornings we took off and we're running through these small towns on these large displacement motorcycles that are so comfortable clicking along at 60, 65 miles an hour. They're totally in their place. You're watching America roll by out of your peripheral vision and you think, this could be 1950, this could be 1930, and you go, this is why we're here, this is why we get outside and tour. For me, this was really a trip of a lifetime. These are places I've always wanted to go, and I've always wanted to get there on motorcycles, and we did it.